Shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahar, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this word in true sincerity and charity with the Holy Spirit, the true man back to the reincarnation in their lives in these end days to guide our nation back into the ways of the Most High and the ways into repentance. Double honors also to you brothers that stand boldly, that have been laboring in his word in true sincerity and charity. I basically want to go into this topic about the Most High gave us a heads up, man, and that's a blessing. Here it is, the Most High gave us this calling. He gave us a heads up in the midst of this wicked, perverse, crooked generation. In these last days, we have the truth, we have the name, we have beautiful brotherhood, we have mighty, beautiful elders that would lay their life down to give you these lessons. But not only that, man, physically charity, man. You know, the things that the elders do that's not seen always on camera, man. And that's a blessing, man, to get a heads up. Like, hey, the Most High is basically telling us that this place is going down, it's going to be destroyed, and this is what you got to do to make it out. And if you don't take heed to that warning, then you're going to get caught up, man. Because if you knew how the gangs operate back in the day, man, hey, they used to tell people, hey, go in the house because there's finna be a war, or there's finna be a shooting, because it was more organized and they cared. And everybody would be in the crib, on the floor, away from the windows, man, and they go at it, you know. But just making a point, hey, the Lord love us, man. He gave us a heads up. You know, he gave us a heads up before he come take vengeance on his place, as it is written. And that's prophecy also, man. The Lord gave us heads up, man. He speak through us through the prophets, by signs, by wonders, man. You know. So I'm going to read a couple precepts. You know, Lord, let's be edifying. This 1 Peter 2:9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. And how we show forth them praises? By repenting, by living it, by teaching it, by believing it. That's how you show forth praises, rehearsing the righteous acts, man, your faith and your works. Because the Lord chose us above all nations on the face of the earth. We're royal, we're holy, we're peculiar. The scripture says, ye are gods. Okay, the Lord called us out of the darkness, man. The false religions, the false idols, the false gods, man. Called us out of all that darkness, that madness. You know, and guess what? And our sins, and guess what? Into his light, into his word, into his truth, into his mercy, and into his grace. It says, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of God, which had obtained mercy, but now have obtained, which had not obtained mercy, but now have attained mercy. And it's the same people the Lord been dealing with. The scripture says he changed not. Okay. Well, this is the book of Psalms. However you spell it. Psalms 147. This is Psalms 147 and verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes, his judgment unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. So the Lord ain't dealing with no other nation, you know. The Lord only dealing with us. He gave us the heads up. He gave us the blessing. He gave us to partake in his ministry. He opened our eyes unto this word, man. So we're blessed. Amos 3:1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquity. So that's why we getting punished, man. That's why we getting jacked up. That's why our people at a lower state, you know, all this madness and craziness running around, man, and abominations our people love to partake in and eat. That's because the Lord jacking us, and the Lord jacking us up because our people just wicked, man, you know. They ain't even want to seek and turn to the Lord, even in their lower state. They don't want to take heed unto the warning. But hopping back to the lesson, man, guess what? We've been called out of darkness, man. We've been given a heads up. You know, through signs, through the prophets. It is Hebrews 1 and 1. God, who at sundry times and in divers manners spake in times past unto the fathers by the prophets. So that's how the Most High speak unto our fathers, unto our men, unto our nation, by the prophets. By men he set up to speak unto other men. You know, because only man can reach men here on this physically earthly realm, man. Okay? But the Most High give the inspiration. The Most High still at the men instructions. The Most High controls everything. This is his will. The scripture says, let thy will be done. There's nothing that's going to unfold on this earth that has unfolded, that will unfold, that's unfolding now, that wasn't orchestrated by the Most High, man. Second Ezra tell you that. The Most High thought about everything, man. And Second Ezra is a heavy book that was taken out of the Bible, 1611 to be exact. The Second Ezra 6 and 1. And he said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightened, or ever the foundations of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys of Zion were hot, and the present years were sought out, or ever the adventures of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed that gather faith for a treasure. And that's the elect, predestined, sealed, gathered faith for a treasure, man. Because by your faith, you're going to show your works. It says, then, it's the point. Then did I consider these things, and they were all made through me, Yahweh, and through none other, Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. And by me also they shall be ended, and by none other. You know? So the Lord thought about everything, man. And he gave us, you know, certain signs, certain wonders, man, and prophecies, and the men of the Lord to come back in their light and prophesy in the uttermost parts of the earth, like he told John the Revelator, man. He told him you was going to prophesy again before many people, nations, kindreds, and tongues in the uttermost parts of the earth. So, hey, Daniel said, scripture says, go thy way, and thou shalt stand in thy lots in the end of days. You know, that was all set up. That was all the will of the Lord, man, to give us the heads up, to give us the call and call us out of this darkness. And if you don't take heed to that calling, you're going to get caught up in the madness and the destruction and the Jacob's trouble and the chaos and all the race wars and famines and pestilence and chaos and crisis that's out here, man. Get caught up in these doctrines and these religions and get caught up by these false prophets and these false camps, you know, just winging and adding unto and taking away, man. But we got the heads up, so that's a blessing, man. And that's why we got to keep pushing. This is Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. So the Lord set up men, holy men, to be watchmen unto the house of Israel. And them men happen to be the apostles of a great millstone, okay, who were given the spirit, the inspiration to do and labor in this work for more than 30 plus years, man, who learned the breakdowns from their elders and grew and abound in the word, not add, not take away, man. Okay. And if anything was dropped or taken away, it was false teachings, man, which was backed up by precept upon precept, precept upon precept, because the scripture says to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, that's because there's no light in them. There's a lot of men that came before our elders, you know, that was mighty men, you know, but they wasn't all the way on the money, man. You know, they just stuck to what they had and what they knew. And those men are worthy of double honors as well, because they labored in the word. But our elders, they abound in the word, man. Okay. And you have some that was just didn't have the light at all and just went off to start their own camp and became wicked and waxed worse and worse. Okay. And you can't forget about Abba Bivens, man, who was also a watchman, who also prophesied and preached in the streets and the highways and the byways and hedges, telling our people you are the 12 tribes of Israel, man. You have mighty men who made the chart to identify these people who suffer the curses, that you are the children of the Most High, man. Mighty men who taught the word, stood boldly, man. That's, you know, no longer with us, but in the spirit world. You know, you have men that's not called great millstone that teach the proper doctrine, that teach the name. That's watchmen. Okay, all giving our people what? The warning, the heads up from the Most High. It says, therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. So you got to hear the word of the Most High at his mouth. Who is his mouth? The prophets. We just read Hebrews 1 and 1. Through the precepts we get understanding. Therefore we hate every false way, as it is written, man. To the law and to the testimony. So the heads up is coming from men. Men in the flesh. Men that sin, yes. But they're justified by the Lord. They're protected by the Most High. They're sealed because they have faith, and they're showing their faith by their works, man. It says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. So you deliver your soul, you be obedient to the Most High by listening. Okay? Take heed unto the warning, which is the heads up. And if you don't take heed unto the warning, if you don't take heed unto the heads up, if you don't be grateful for the calling, guess what? You're going to be destroyed, man. The Lord is just, he's merciful, he's boundless, but if you don't take advantage of his mercy, his love, and tender kindness, then therefore you're asking for the wrath. So Lord, hope this lesson was edifying. Take heed unto the warning, the heads up, to escape the wrath to come, man. Keep fighting, keep rehearsing the righteous act, bearing your cross, man, and enduring all things that come your way. Because we are blessed. Scripture says, blessed are ye, you know, because we see, we understand, man, and that's the heads up. And with that, you know, because hey, we going to keep going over the same milk topics. We're going to keep exhorting. We're going to keep preaching his word till the Most High come back. That's the least we can do, man, and honestly live in this word. This Matthew 13:13. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see and see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. So these people don't understand, it ain't given, okay? It's given unto us, you know? Verse 16, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. So that's what it is, man. We're blessed. We in the end of the end. It's the best time. The scripture says better is the end of the thing than in the beginning, man. So shalom.